the sticky crap in the hairspray, perhaps we could develop a system that sprays hairspray thinner, like maybe paint thinner, into the tubing between each shot of hairspray. It'll spray thinner into the tubing. So we could have like another tube that enters here, and we just have like a reservoir of paint thinner that we just squeeze out little by little, and that just trickles down and it cleans out our hairspray intake tube all automatically. So whenever we need to replace the hairspray, we'd refill our hairspray cleaning reservoir with paint thinner or whatever chemical would clean hairspray, sticky stuff that's left behind. We could use that. And then it would convert the hairspray sticky stuff into a vapor, which can then be purged the next time the thing explodes. We'd want to vaporize it. You could spray heaps before it'd become a problem. Well, then that's good. So maybe we wouldn't need an automated cleaner. Maybe the hairspray could just be kept really close to our combustion chamber. Well, then again, I wonder if we'd need one hairspray bottle per combustion chamber. I wonder if we could create our own hairspray bottle. I wonder if we should like spray hairspray into a tiny can, like really small, like let's say something this big, and we force hairspray into here with like a pump, and then we have to recharge this thing. And so this thing could be mounted right next to our combustion cylinder, which is about the same size. So we got two chapstick tubes next to each other. One's got the hairspray, one's got the piston inside of it. And a little tube connects this thing to this chamber, and that's actuated by a little solenoid. And so we shoot out some hairspray, close the solenoid, the chamber's now loaded, we ignite it with the igniter, and it forces the piston down, and it then actuates the single stroke combustion cylinder piston. That could be the way we do it. Because using a whole hairspray can, let's say this big, you know, that's overkill and it's too much. We want to be able to put these little chapstick-sized cheater engines in various strategic places throughout the robot. If the explosion's small enough, maybe we could get away with just shooting it directly into the vent lines. The vent lines would need to be metal if they're near to this, because when it first exits here, it's going to be pretty darn hot. So, or maybe we put a little cooler next to it where it like I already drew a cooling system. So this would be the vent, and it would coil around through a container full of ice water, and then come out colder. So we could put a little cooling container, something pretty small, right next to it for the venting of the combustion, and that would just cool it off enough, and then it'd go into the normal vent lines of the rest of the body. Yeah, I mean, we can make our own out of like 1/2-inch copper piping. We could make our own little chamber that we use to store the compressed hairspray. It'd be cool if the robot, let's say these little rechargeable fuel containers of hairspray and all of these explosive actuators are stored in the stomach or in the chest or something. The robot, What if he could change his own, like recharge himself? Like, do his own maintenance. He's gonna have hands. It'd be cool if he could, like, clean up his own stuff, you know? But you can make your own can of any size you want. It just needs to be a hollow cylinder that you can recharge with hairspray and pressurize it. I guess hairspray... Why is hairspray combustible? I guess the chemicals in it are somehow highly flammable. So... is a gas that's highly flammable gonna combust and expand? Or do some flammable gas not expand? If any flammable gas expands, can't I use, like, paint thinner? Like, that's flammable, I'm pretty sure. What if I just sprayed paint thinner into my combustion chamber? Would that explode? Because it'd be a lot easier to work with paint thinner than it would be to work with hairspray. Hairspray is sticky, it's glue. Although, maybe hairspray is easier to ignite. Maybe that's why they use that for potato cannons. There's got to be a reason why people use hairspray for potato cannons. It must be the easiest thing to work with. I mean, potato cannons have been around for years. And that's all people use is hairspray. We will just use hairspray. We gotta know, like, hairspray, if it's the cheapest, that might be the smartest thing to use. Especially if you guys think that the hairspray would take forever to create any problems with the gooey stuff it sprays out. Like, in everyday use, I don't think the robot's going to be using this explosion technology very often. Only, like, for extreme tests of his strength. Like, if we're going to see if he can jump, we would be using it for that. But, like, maybe the servo motors would be strong enough for him to do normal standing up, especially if he uses his arms to brace himself on the sides of his chair to help him stand up. But maybe if we're you know, showing off in a video how strong the robot is capable of being, we want him to jump up, see what his vertical leap is gonna cap out at. Then we use the combustion chamber to give him that extra power, explosive power.